Hello, everyone. Welcome to our English Learning Podcast. We are very happy to have you here with us today. My name is Ethan.
And my name is Olivia.
Today's topic is daily routine. We are going to take a deep dive into the typical day, right from the morning all the way to the night.
Yeah, exactly. Our mission today is to walk you through a full day. We'll explore those common daily activities.
Right.
Because we really want to help you learn useful English words and phrases so you can describe your own life confidently.
I mean, talking about your routine is essentially the bread and butter of everyday conversation.
It really is. Bread and butter just means it's the most basic, fundamental part of something. When you meet someone, they always ask, what did you do today?
Exactly. So we want you to relax, go ahead and grab a warm drink, get cozy, and just listen. Think of this as a natural, no-pressure conversation between friends.
Yeah, we'll explain some words as we go, nice and slow.
So let's start right where the day begins. I like to call this the morning launch pad.
The morning launch pad. I love that because every day starts with waking up, but how we handle those first few hours really sets the energy for the whole day.
Yeah, it's like an actual launch pad for a rocket.
Yep.
Think about it. If the launch is completely rushed and people are panicking, that rocket is going to have a very shaky trick.
That is such a good way to put it.
Right. So looking at normal routines, people usually wake up around maybe 6:30 or 7:00 a.m., usually with an alarm clock for work or school.
Yeah, 7:00 a.m. is pretty common. But we should talk about reality versus the movies here.
Oh, yeah. In the movies, they just jump out of bed.
Right. They jump up, they smile at the sun. But in reality, mornings are tough. Most people just stare at the ceiling for a minute or two.
Yeah, your brain is just trying to figure out what year it is.
Exactly. So before your brain even works, the very first hygiene habit you should have is reaching for a big glass of water.
To hydrate.
Yes, to hydrate. You need to drink water before you do anything else, and then, you move to the bathroom.
Right, the basic morning survival steps.
Let's actually teach some basic verbs here for you listening. First, you wake up. That means you stop sleeping. Then, you brush your teeth.
Brush, like cleaning them with a toothbrush.
Right. Maybe you splash some water on your face. And then you take a quick shower to wake up completely. A shower is when you wash your body under falling water.
And finally, you get dressed. You put your clothes on.
Exactly. Wake up, brush, shower, get dressed. For example, you could say, I wake up and take a shower. Very simple.
I have a question, though. After you get dressed, you need food, right? Breakfast. People say it's the most important meal.
It really is. You need that energy.
But is a fancy, perfect morning routine necessary? Or is simple better? Like people usually just eat toast with peanut butter or maybe a banana or eggs.
Simple is absolutely better. You don't want stress. Just eat something easy, like oatmeal cereal or grab a granola bar.
And coffee. Obviously, a lot of people drink coffee or tea just to feel awake.
Oh, definitely. Coffee is essential for a lot of us.
It's so true. And then there's the productivity side. People sit down to review a study plan or maybe a podcast schedule.
But here's a great tip. When you make a to-do list, a list of tasks for the day, keep it short.
Like, don't write 10 things down?
No, 10 things will just cause stress. Just write 3 things. Or even just set one little goal. Setting one goal keeps you focused and builds your confidence without the stress.
That makes total sense. Keep the launch pad simple.
Right.
Okay, so once we are dressed, fed, and focused, the energy shifts. We head into the busiest part of the day, which is the afternoon shift.
The heavy lifting part of the day.
Yeah, the morning sets the goal, but the afternoon is where the work actually happens.
And it's where our energy is most likely to crash.
For sure. For students, they might be going to class at 8 a.m. Workers might start at 9 a.m. Like maybe you are working as a customer support rep from home.
You're busy, you're focused. And by the time 12:30 p.m. rolls around, lunchtime, you're usually starving.
Starving, that's a great word.
Yes. Starving means you are very, very hungry. Like, I am starving, I need to eat right now.
And for lunch, people usually eat light, simple meals.
Yes.
Right. Because if you eat too much, you feel sleepy.
Exactly. People have rice bowls, noodles, a sandwich, maybe some toast and eggs, or they eat leftovers.
Leftovers. We'll talk more about those later, but that's a lifesaver.
But even with a light lunch, you still get that afternoon slump.
Oh, the slump.
Yeah.
When you just feel incredibly sleepy after lunch.
Yes. A lot of people drink more coffee or water to wake back up. But the best thing to do is use the 15-minute rule.
The 15-minute rule. Okay, what is that?
It is the absolute necessity of taking a short break. Before you go back to coding or studying or editing, you have to rest for at least 15 minutes.
Okay.
And here's the key: with no screens, no phone, no computer. You just take a short walk, listen to music, or even lie down for 10 minutes.
See, I want to push back on that idea of breaks a little bit.
Oh, why is that?
Well, think about it. When you're incredibly busy as a freelancer, someone who works for themselves, or maybe a university student with exams, stopping for 15 minutes feels like a massive waste of time.
I hear that a lot.
Yeah. So how do we justify taking that break when there's just so much to do?
It's a fair question. But if you ignore breaks, you are going to just push through.
Push through.
Right. To push through means to force yourself to keep working even when you are totally exhausted. If you just push through, you will burn out fast.
Burnout. Like running completely out of energy.
Exactly. Breaks give your brain space to reset. Let's practice those words for you listening. A freelancer is someone who works for themselves.
Got it.
Starve means to be super hungry. Push through means forcing yourself to continue. And recharge.
Recharge, like plugging a phone into the wall, right?
Yes. To recharge means to rest and get your energy back. You have to recharge in the afternoon.
Okay, I like that. So taking a break isn't lazy, it's just recharging. So after surviving the busy afternoon, doing our tasks, the sun goes down.
And it is time to completely change gears.
Yes, we enter what we can call the chill zone.
The chill zone, I love that.
We've spent our energy all afternoon. Now we need to transition from doing things to just being.
It's so important.
Like a car engine. You know, if you drive a car really fast on a highway, it gets super hot. You can't just turn it off and expect the engine to cool down instantly. It needs time.
We are exactly the same way. So evening activities help us cool down. Going home, taking a shower right after studying just to reset.
Yes, washing the day off.
And then changing into cozy clothes.
Cozy is such a great English word.
It is. Cozy means warm, comfortable, and relaxing. Like a soft sweater or sweatpants. You want to feel cozy.
Some people also exercise, right? Go to the gym, do some yoga, or take a short walk to get fresh air.
Yes, movement helps the transition. And then around 7:00 or 8:00 p.m., it's time for dinner.
Usually lighter meals, right?
Right. A veggie stir-fry, pasta, chicken, and rice. Or, here's that word again, leftovers.
Leftover. I love leftovers.
Leftovers are just the extra food that wasn't eaten from a previous meal. You just hit them up. It saves so much time.
It really does. So after dinner, what happens?
This is when we start our rituals, engaging in hobbies that tell the brain it's okay to slow down.
A ritual? What does that mean in this context?
A ritual is just a special habit or routine you do regularly that feels meaningful, like lighting a scented candle.
Oh, nice.
Or making hot green tea, maybe reading a book, even just for 10 minutes, listening to soft lo-fi beats, or doing 5 minutes of stretching.
So just quiet things.
Yes, quiet rituals. But there is a big problem here. Screen time.
Ah, yes. The screen time trap. I call it the wind down watch. You know, you feel tired, so you decide to just sneak in one episode of a TV show.
Sneak in.
Yeah, to sneak something in means trying to do it secretly or quickly.
Yeah.
But you watch one episode, and suddenly it's 3 hours later.
It happens to everyone.
I feel guilty about it.
Yeah.
How do we balance having fun with actually resting the engine?
The rule is you have to unplug. Yes, unplug means to stop using your electronic devices, to take a break from the digital world. You should try to unplug 30 minutes before bed.
30 minutes. Okay.
Spend that time with family instead. Or do some journaling.
Journaling.
Yeah, writing down your thoughts. It's a form of reflection. Reflection means thinking carefully about your day.
Like writing, I felt proud of this today.
Exactly. Or next time I'll try to do this better. Just a few lines.
So we have cozy clothes, leftovers, rituals, reflection. And we try not to sneak in screen time. We try to unplug.
Perfect. Those are great words to practice. And once the screens are unplugged and the reflections are written, we enter the final, quietest chapter of the day.
The night routine. Letting go and actually going to sleep.
The physical routine is basically done, but the mental routine of letting go is what allows us to sleep.
Right. Timing-wise, most people go to bed around 10:00 or 11:30 p.m. Getting enough sleep is crucial for your health.
Very crucial. So you need to set up the environment, a dark room, maybe a tiny night lamp, and keep the phone on the other side of the room.
Out of reach, out of mind.
Yes, if it's near you, you'll look at it, so keep it far away.
Then there are the final actions. Brushing the teeth again. washing the face.
And maybe drinking warm milk or chamomile tea. It's an old childhood habit that just makes you feel safe.
And people have those quirky signals too.
Orky signals.
Yeah, like funny little personal habits, like wrapping up in a blanket a certain way or fluffing a pillow exactly 3 times.
Oh, yeah. It's a personal signal that the day is completely done.
But then, you're lying there and your mind is still racing.
That's the hardest part, calming the mind. You can try staring at the ceiling, taking 10 slow, deep breaths.
Just focusing on the breathing.
Or listening to calming nature sounds, like rain or ocean waves. And there is one more thing that really helps. Whispering gentle, kind words to yourself.
Whispering kind words, like what?
Like, you did your best, you're okay, let go now.
Wow. That is incredibly profound.
It really is.
Especially for you listening right now. If you are learning English, you might feel frustrated sometimes with your progress.
Learning a language is hard.
It is. It's a marathon, not a sprint. So ending the day by whispering to yourself you did your best is just incredibly powerful.
I completely agree. The night isn't just about physical rest. It's about forgiveness.
Forgiveness. I like that.
Your night routine doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to feel peaceful. It's time to wind down.
Wind down, meaning slow down and relax.
Yes, to reset for the next day, to be gentle with yourself. Gentle means kind and soft. And finally, to let go, to release the stress.
Wind down, reset, gentle, let go. Those are beautiful words to end the day with.
They really are.
Well, we've walked through the whole day. Describing your own daily routine in English is a fantastic way to build your speaking confidence.
Absolutely, because you do it every day.
Right. So you listening, try this practical example tomorrow. Just say to yourself, I wake up at 7 a.m., I have breakfast at 8 a.m., I go to work or school at 9 a.m.
Just keep it simple and practice those words.
But before we go, I want to leave you with a final question to think about.
Oh, a question for the listeners.
Yes. Think about your own daily routine right now. What is one small, quiet ritual you could add to your evening tonight to help you completely let go of the day's stress?
That is a wonderful question to ponder.
Thank you so much for joining us. Keep practicing your English every single day.
Yes, keep up the great work.
Goodbye, and take care.